Relax, old boy. Just the top 5 news coming in.
A new way to do news, focusing on useful news, and no news that gives you the blues.
Did you know 7 major corporations own over half of the top newspapers?
No. What do you recommend?
I like the top 5 news.
How do I find it?
I just go to Joe Palaio's page at 5 p.m. Eastern.
Good evening, everyone. We have 5 amazing stories for you at 5 o'clock Eastern every day. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Grab a bountiful beverage. I like water, but you can have whatever you want to have because it's 5 o'clock and it's that time for the news, which we'll do right after these short messages.
Without Googling it, I would probably go with the top 5 news. I don't always watch the news, but when I do, I find the top 5 news show the
Best news. I watch a little bit of everything, but I would say probably the top 5 news.
Traffic and weather together. Why? You have that on your phone.
It has to be true. I saw it on the news.
The truth is incontrovertible. Malice may attack it, ignorance may deride it, but in the end, there it is.
You're watching the Top 5 News.
So tonight we're doing the top 5 stories. And folks, I have to tell you, there's never been anything like it.
We ain't talking about practice, man. We talking about the top 5 news stories.
News bubble? Everyone's trapped in their own news bubble.
top 5 news. We respect your time.
You know, CNN, I wish you could just be a little more like your brother. Top 5 news.
News you can use.
Boys!
He said that, but she told me something completely different.
That's not what he said. You're twisting his words. She's right. He said it. I heard him.
I can't use any of this.
Take their ref! Let's do it!
Ask not what your country can do for you, but ask your AI what it can do for you.
We're back, 5 o'clock. Joe Palaio with you live, or if you're watching the recorded version, either way, we're glad you're here. Excited that you've come in for 5 news stories in 5 minutes. And if your career's already in a high gear, or if you're just sitting at a cubicle box checking the stocks, about ready to say game over to the work game, we'd like to suggest a news show with a very practical name. And once you watch it, one show to the end, you'll never be the same. And it's the top 5 news, and it's happening right now. You tuned in just in time, and we're excited you're here. As I said, the big story in the news today, Gallup poll links AI use to job security. Apple speeds up its security updates based on current AI threats. The U.S., Iran action heating up in the Strait of Hormuz and in Iran. Bill O'Reilly slams the view as America tires of the race baiting issues and XAI drops Grok 4.5 Opus-class model. Here's what's in the news for you today. Gallup workers who don't use AI are more likely to be laid off. We mentioned that on this show a few times. The Gallup data, this is one of the most reliable polling companies in America, says that workers who rarely or never use artificial intelligence are more vulnerable when it comes to cutting jobs. 62% of laid off workers were AI non-users, or they used AI once or less per year. That compares to 50% of people still employed. And so there's a big difference. The people who were using AI apparently less than monthly were 3 times more likely to lose their job. Are you using your AI less than 3 times monthly? I know this is the Good News Network, but we also have to warn. And I want to give you some homework. So depending on where you're at, I want you to have your AI write an email for you. Remember, you can delete it, you can change it, you can start over with it, and you don't have to use any of it. But I want you to test it. And if you've already done that much, I'd like you to use your AI to make a graphic, which sounds difficult, but try it. Just tell the AI what you want. And if you've already done that, I'd like you to use your AI between now and, let's say, Monday. So you have the weekend to make your own video. Okay. And I've shown a few that we've done here. And if I can do it, you can do it. And I want you to do it because I don't want you to lose your job. And if you're not embracing AI, you are at risk. I'll just put it that way. But you're not at risk because you're watching me. You know who really needs this info? The people that are not going to watch this. But you're well equipped and well able, and this is probably old news for you, but you know, maybe you can kind of accidentally on purpose suggest somebody who needs this show that they might get something out of it, if for nothing else, so they get up on board with the AI like you are. 1% of workers blamed AI or automation directly for their being laid off. In other words, 99% were in complete oblivion. They didn't realize they were being laid off because of the AI lack, but they were. Anyway, Gallup says that the trends are holding up, and regardless of age, education, or other factors. So that's how important the AI is right now. Imagine this: AI, artificial intelligence, is 80 to 90% of the venture capital investment in the world today. And so usually you have, you know, a certain amount of software, a certain amount of healthcare breakthroughs, certain amount in, you name every kind of industry. 80, 90% of all the venture capital dollars is going into AI right now. Amazing. Story number 2, Apple rushed out their security update because the AI helps hackers move faster and crack into your computer easier. And they released emergency updates for the iPhone, for the iPad, Macs earlier than planned because of artificial intelligence and hacking threats. So the company pushed a latest iOS update fixing that would identify vulnerabilities that basically AI tools that the attackers can use to break into your computer and also to deceive users. For example, were you aware? Imagine that you were, again, same category, not talking to you, but the guy who or gal who just, you know, does a drive-by here and shows up. The AI now can take your family member or friend's voice and sound identical on the phone and have the loaded information about that person, and would have information. I overheard a conversation. The person said, "Well, how would they know all this stuff about me if they weren't my friend or my family member?" You know how easy that is with AI. You can just get a huge report about every single person on the internet. Anyway, so they put through these patches, Apple did, to protect you. Good for Apple. And hopefully we'll see more of that. I don't know about you. I've got more updates in the month of June and July than I got all year long. It's been just an amazing flow here. So there's a new, I don't know if you need all this, but there's a new Safari WebKit. There's protections built in. And the main point is that the AI shortens the window between when a flaw comes up and the hackers take advantage of it. It used to take, time for people to spread the word about how to hack into different computers and laptops and phones, and now it's just pretty much immediately disseminated because the AI is smart and it shares it, and people ask their AI things now. The smart people do, like you. But you're not a crook, so you're not doing that. So we're trying to protect the other side of it, where you can batten down the hatches, protect yourself, protect your family members. And we'll be talking more about that. I think it's a big focus now of Kash Patel and the FBI and others. It's actually kind of exciting to see the good guys versus the bad guys. It feels like the good guys are winning right about now. I mean, I know there's still a lot of crime, a lot of hackers, a lot of stuff out there, but to me, it seems like I see less now than I have in the past. How about you? Story 3: the U.S. Iran tensions are exploding in the Strait of Hormuz, and the U.S. launched a new wave of attacks on Iran in retaliation for the attacks on the commercial ships. And there were a number of targets, some say 80, in Iran with a hit with precision munitions on July 7. Now, the strikes are targeted at Iran's defenses, radar, airship missiles, and Revolutionary Guard assets. President Trump says that the previous ceasefire is now over. And he told reporters, quote, "We'll probably hit them hard again tonight." Again, the Good News Network. Don't want to tell you bad news, but don't want you to be surprised. I want you to be aware of what's going on in your world around you, which is one of the reasons I do this show, because I didn't feel like the news was doing that. Leading us to story 4. America grows increasingly impatient with the race-baiting mainstream media nonsense, as outlined on the Bill O'Reilly show today. He called out The View. Give you a clip of that here to look at. Yeah.
I said this on this. Now, the media is in on this. Many years ago, having with the federal government. Okay, here's Sunny Hostin. Go. And I said this on this show many years ago, because this is my 10th year on the show. And I said there are times when I walk into a community and I see American flags all over the community, and I suddenly feel unsafe because there is a section of this country that has co-opted the American flag, and they equate being an American or an American flag with white supremacy, and that should never. Yeah, now the media.
How do you feel about that? I try not to tell you what to think. When you view an American flag, does that kind of fire up your white supremacy feelings or people that you know? Because Bill would go on to say that he doesn't know anybody that does that. I don't know anyone who does that. When you see American flags, does that cause you or someone you know to get really white supremacist tinglings and whatnot? Because I don't know anybody who does that. I'm not saying that there aren't white supremacists, but I'm saying it's probably not a big problem. When I was a kid, we had the American flags, and we did the Statue of Liberty. We did the pledge allegiance to the flag. And there weren't any kids in my class that were inspired by that to be white supremacists. So Yeah, I don't know how you feel about it. I'm not going to tell you how to feel about it, but I do sense an ever increasing feeling from Americans today that they're kind of tired of this everything's about race stuff that we get in the mainstream media, as pointed out today by Bill O'Reilly in that clip of The View. But you decide. Story number 5 tonight, we have the Grok Imagine, one on a high note. Grok Imagine 4.5 is dropping, and it's just amazing. I was joking that you know that old song "Rock Steady." I was grok steady, steady grokking all night long, and I made a little movie. I'm going to share that with you, and I have a couple movies posted. Have you seen those? And they're just 1 minute, you know, space age, little short movies, but they're going to get better, and they're empowering you and 8 billion people like you who want to make movies to describe what you want to your AI and have it make a movie. So we'll be showing you more of that in the future. It's very exciting stuff. And I intend to do more Grok and other AI trainings here on Tuesdays when we get all these updates through the system. And the FBI captures some more of the bad guys that are hacking me ever since I promoted the the Save America Act. I'm half joking, but it's all good. God works everything together for good for those who love the Lord, the good book says. But anyway, Grok 4.5 is out. It's the Opus-class model. It's the latest large language model that Elon Musk describes as a Opus-class model, signaling its highest design ever, and it competes at the highest level of all the AI performances in the top ranks. And the update brings major improvements to reasoning, coding, and real-time knowledge while maintaining Grok's signature personality and maximum truth-seeking approach. The release comes as a competition in the AI space continues to heat up, with XAI positioning Grok 4.5 as a powerful alternative to other frontier models. That's your update for today. AI, race baiting in the news, the Iran update, and the Gallup poll. I hope that these stories help to keep you informed in your world around you. And if it did, tell a friend about the show. And wherever you go, know that you're in the place that God wants you to be. You're grinding in the cubicle, or you're building your empire, just trying to make sense of the world. Remember that every day is a new day to grow stronger, smarter, and move faster, and stay informed and stay grounded and keep moving forward, as it says in Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. God's got your back. Thanks for watching. I'm Joe Palaio. I'll see you here tomorrow for 5 more stories. And as the great Paul Harvey would say, good day.